Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC B1235 error code relates to a problem within the air mix control motor circuit in the 2008 to 2012 Honda Accord. This issue can affect the vehicle's climate control system, specifically controlling the temperature of air entering the cabin. The air mix control motor is responsible for moving the air mix control door, which adjusts the amount of hot and cold air that enters the interior. If the motor, linkage, or door are malfunctioning, it may trigger the DTC indicator. Furthermore, this situation often leads to inadequate cabin temperature control, which can make driving uncomfortable. It is important to address these types of issues promptly to ensure optimal driver and passenger comfort. The air mix control motor plays a crucial role in regulating the temperature of the air flowing into the passenger compartment. Located within the climate control unit, this motor is responsible for adjusting the air mix control door's position, which allows different proportions of warm and cool air to blend. If the door is stuck or the motor fails, the air temperature may not be regulated correctly, leading to either excessively hot or cold air being delivered, thereby impacting comfort. The system is integrated within the dashboard, and access often requires disassembling panels. Ensuring every component works correctly is vital for the overall efficiency of the vehicle's heating and air conditioning system. There are a few potential causes behind the DTC B1235 error code. A common issue could be a faulty air mix control motor itself. If the motor does not operate as intended, it can prevent the air mix control door from moving, thus affecting air temperature. Additionally, damage to the linkage or air mix control door can also lead to this problem, as any mechanical failure in these components would disrupt the system's functionality. Wiring issues or poor electrical connections within the circuit may also be responsible, as damaged wires could create an open circuit, leading to a failure in operation, hence triggering the error code. Several symptoms may manifest as a result of the DTC B1235 code being active. Drivers might notice an inconsistent cabin temperature. For instance, hot air may continuously flow regardless of the AC setting. Another clear sign is the activation of the AC warning light on the dashboard, which indicates that the climate control system is not operating as expected. Additionally, the presence of the DTC indicator itself on the vehicle's display can serve as an immediate alert to drivers, signaling that there's a malfunction needing attention. These symptoms highlight the need for immediate troubleshooting to restore proper function. The first troubleshooting step in addressing the DTC B1235 code is to clear the diagnostic trouble code DTC using the Honda Diagnostic System HDS. Once the DTC has been cleared, turn the ignition switch to the lock position, which completely powers down the vehicle systems. Then shift the ignition switch back to on, II, which activates the vehicle's electrical systems without starting the engine. This helps reset the onboard computer and allows it to reinitialize the climate control unit for a proper diagnostic check. Performing this step is essential for establishing a clear baseline for subsequent diagnostics. The next step involves performing a self-diagnostic function either with the HDS or the vehicle's climate control unit. Running this function allows the technician to check all systems related to climate control for errors and communicate directly with the modules involved. During this step, it is critical to check for any active DTCs that may appear on the screen. If DTC B1235 or an AC indicator appears again, it indicates a persistent issue that needs further investigation. Monitoring the AC system during this process can provide insights into any temperature irregularities or malfunction indicators. After performing the self-diagnostic function, It is time to check for DTCs once again. If DTC B1235 or the AC on indicator is present, that means the problem requires more comprehensive troubleshooting. If there's no DTC or the indicator is intermittent, it suggests a loose wire or poor connection, which could lead to sporadic faults. It's essential to meticulously check all connections and wiring, especially around the driver's air mix control motor circuit, as these can frequently create sensor failures, leading to error codes without constant symptoms. Understanding the electrical integrity of this circuit is vital. At this step, turn the ignition switch to lock to ensure that no electrical interference occurs while testing. The next move is to conduct a test on the driver's air mix control motor to assess its operational status. This motor is critical as it directly influences the climate control system's performance. If the motor is functioning correctly, you will be guided to the next troubleshooting step. However, if it is found to be faulty, you will need to replace the air mix control motor itself or repair any associated linkage or door issues. Testing and verifying the motor's performance will reveal significant diagnostic information. The subsequent step involves disconnecting the driver's air mix control motor 7P connector to isolate the motor from the system. This will enable more precise testing of the electrical connections and verify the integrity of the circuit leading to the climate control unit. Disconnecting this connector also allows for the safe handling of wires without the risk of shorting or other errors. It's essential to take necessary safety precautions during this step, as working with electrical components might lead to accidental shocks or damage if the system is incorrectly handled. By isolating the motor, you prepare for detailed continuity testing. In this step, you will need to disconnect the climate control unit connector A28P to facilitate continuity testing. Using a multimeter, check continuity between the terminals of the climate control unit connector and those of the driver's air mix control motor to ensure there are no breaks in the wiring. This phase is critical, as discovering continuity will indicate that the circuit is intact. Proper continuity confirms that signals and power can flow between the climate control unit and the air mix motor. If there is no continuity, you will need to locate and repair any open circuits in the wiring, which is crucial for the system's restoration. In this step, you check for continuity between body ground and climate control unit connector A28P terminals individually. Establishing a good ground connection is vital for the entire electrical system's functionality. Poor grounding can lead to erratic behavior in various components, including the climate control system. Use your multimeter to confirm that there is continuity from the body ground to the specified terminals. Passing this test indicates that grounding issues can be ruled out, while any failures could necessitate further examination of the ground wires and connections. After completing all the necessary repairs, reassemble all disconnected components carefully. Make sure each connector is securely reattached and there are no loose wires that could cause future issues. Clear the DTC using the HDS once more to reset any previously stored codes in the vehicle's computer. It's crucial at this stage to conduct a thorough test of the AC system to ensure that it is now functioning correctly and efficiently. Checking both temperature output and response to climate controls will provide confirmation that the repairs were successful and that the system is operating as designed. To prevent future occurrences of similar issues, establish a routine maintenance schedule for the climate control system. Regularly inspecting the operation of the climate control unit can help catch minor issues before they escalate into larger problems. It is also advisable to periodically check all wiring connections associated with the air mix control motor and other components. as corrosion and wear over time can cause failures. Additionally, performing system calibration at recommended intervals will ensure that the components work in harmony. Well-maintained systems offer improved reliability and prolonged life of critical components. In conclusion, the DTC B1235 refers to a malfunction in the air mix control motor circuit of the Honda Accord between 2008 and 2012. Prompt identification of issues using tools like the HDS for diagnostics is key to ensuring driver and passenger comfort. Throughout the troubleshooting process, each step must be followed carefully to isolate the root cause of the problem effectively. Regular maintenance and inspections can dramatically improve reliability and prevent future DTC occurrences. Testing the system after repairs is essential to confirm operational efficacy, ensuring that climate control functions as designed. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.